Hello, greetings. This is Argina Abundance, and I help side hustlers and aspiring business owners take action and create multiple income streams. And today we're talking about the 30 Days of Abundance. Welcome back. We're on season 3, and let's get started pretty much. I know it's getting late. It's 11:15 p.m. here. What a day, right? Here in Pittsburgh, I don't know if y'all know, but we're having storms back to back. People's lights is out. I'm actually not even home right now, so that's beside the point. Let's talk about the Kale app. So this is going to be how we started off, is with the Kale app. And let's get started. So the Kale app is a app that you can use. It's completely free, and you don't need any amount of followers or subscribers or anything on your Instagram and your TikTok. Those are the two apps that you would have to have in order to be on the Kale app and get paid from their campaigns. So there's no follower requirement or anything, but it is important, your follower count, because depending on how much engagement that you get on a post is how much you'll get paid out from the app. So say if you post a campaign and you get 200 likes, you'll more likely to get paid more. So it is based on engagement. So the more followers and stuff you have, the bigger your check will be when you get on Kale. So this is the Kale app. This is what it looks like right here. And I've done multiple campaigns for them. I don't know how many I'm at right now, but right now I'm actually about to do this one for Notion. It's due in 5 days. So you have 5 days to complete a campaign. So this is the way Kale works. You pick up a campaign, right? There's different campaigns. These are a lot of big brands too. I've done campaigns for Dole, True Fruit. I've done campaigns for Conair. All kind of big brands are on here. Lesser Evil, Fenty Beauty. All kind of big brands are on here. So you will pick up a campaign. A lot of them, like, they go fast. So make sure you get into it. But this is just some of them that are on here now, and you got to make sure to get into it before. Why you yapping? I don't know, maybe because I'm trying to put y'all on game. What's going on? They got one for Cinnabon, Oreos. So as you can see, there's a lot of bigger brands on here. Just put the fries in the bag. Why you yapping? Hi, greetings. So, oh, good morning. How are y'all? But yeah, so for the Kale app, you go on here, you pick up a campaign pretty much. The more Kales, thanks for liking the live. The more Kales that it is means the more you'll get paid out. I'm good. How are you tonight? The more Kales that it is. So you can do between 1 to 3 Kales. Now, the more Kales that the campaign is the more they're going to pay out. I've been picking up ones that's about 2 Kales, and you know, mine's been between about $17 and $26 or whatever. You're the yapping god. Thank you. I appreciate it. So yeah, they went for one for 5-hour energy too recently, so that's great. So the more Kales the campaign is, the more you'll get paid out. Also keep in mind that the more work you're going to have to put in. Like, there's campaigns that are like 1 Kale where you probably only have to show yourself in the store putting something in a cart. And then there's Kales where you're going to have to go to the store, make a recipe. It just depends. I've done them for restaurants. Like Chili's has been on there for a minute. So they have Chili's, they have, I've done one for Moe's Southwest Grill, all that. So definitely a lot of options. Yep, your brain is hurting because of this. I understand. There's a lot going on. But yeah, definitely try out the Kale app. It's free to join, and like I said, you don't need a certain amount of followers. All you have to do is get on there. And there's also another thing that they have. So you could choose a brand or whatever one you want to work with, and if the campaign is busy, there's a lot of different like people on here, so you're going to have to like kind of beat the chase, and then it only lasts for 5 days. So you have 5 days to kind of complete the campaign or the challenge. They're like go in challenges. So you have 5 days to complete the campaign, and then after that You have drops as well. So this is another option on the Kale app. You have different drops for different brands. So this is an option to get cash back. You have to spend a certain amount depending on who you want to go with. Okay, so for example, they have Under Armour. You have to spend a minimum of $40, and then you have 3 days to complete. And then it says use your credit card to ensure Under Armour's name is visible on the transaction, and then you can get back between $200 and $500. I haven't done the drops yet. I told you I would, but I didn't do it. So these are another option. This wasn't when I was on the Kale app. This is newer to it. So yeah, this is newer to it. So we have drops. We have you could just pick up different campaigns, like I said, all that. And yeah. And then now they have another one, which I haven't tried yet either, which is the photo challenges. You can go on and do the photo challenges and pretty much take a photo with the actual product and I guess get compensated for that. So you would claim the challenge. So you had to keep in mind that all these are not going to be available depending on your location. You know, there's some things that you might not be able to pick up because, like, say if it's a store that's not in your location. I did notice that there's not a ton of campaigns. So when you see one you like, please get on it so you can claim it. But there are some options on here, and like I said, it's definitely a potential. So you want to go for the higher Kale amounts if you can. Like I said, I got to go for this photo challenges so I can kind of update y'all on how much those pay out because I never tried one. Also, they recently integrated YouTube, which is great because we're on YouTube right now. So they have YouTube too. Some brands hasn't picked it up yet, but mainly you'll be posting on your Instagram and on your TikTok. So when you first get on the app, you will have to integrate your actual app with the TikTok app. So earnings to date, I did 6 challenges. I made $126.31, and yeah, I let the other one go out. I've worked with Dole. I've worked with a lot of different campaigns, but it's definitely worth getting on. So definitely. So check out the Kale app if you want another stream of income. It's easy to do. It is more in-depth challenges as far as you wanted to put in a little bit of work, you know, and whatever the campaign says, pretty much just follow that. They tell you what they want. So for example, bring us along to, so let's say for True Fruit, they say bring us along for Walmart to pick up some True Fruit, then do a taste test in your car at home. So that means you're going to actually have to purchase the product. They do not reimburse you for the price of the product, but usually, depending on how many Kales it is, that means it's going to pay more than the product itself. And the more engagement that you have on that post is, thank you, Johnny. The more that you pay, the more engagement you get on that post, like if it's likes or comments or anything, or views is very important. If you get a lot of views on your video, likes and comments, the more that they're going to pay out. So for bigger influencers, this is really great. I'm definitely a micro influencer, and definitely. So yeah, definitely get on here. It's definitely worth it. This is another income stream y'all can create, and we'll be talking about different income streams every day on the 30 days of abundance. So tomorrow we'll be talking about Stock Influence, which is another app where you can do product reviews and stuff. So pretty much, like, if you don't have any experience and you want to get into the product reviewing / UGC creation, or, you know, stuff like that, like, I like that they have restaurants on there. I like, you don't know, the only thing I don't like is you never know how much you're going to get paid. But at least with Stock Influence, I feel like you never know how, you know, you're getting reimbursed for a free product. Now for Kale, you just don't know how much you're going to get paid, but you know you're going to actually get some cash, and it's most likely going to cover whatever you paid for. So that's great. But yeah, we have the 30 Days of Abundance Journal. Please check it out in the links below. You could just go to my books. I gotta actually go back and link this after this live is over, but we have this. So we have the actual physical journal this time, y'all. So this is what we have. I already wrote out all my stuff this morning. Like I said, the lights are out, so I'm actually not at my place right now. But I had to get this in before midnight because, you know, it's 30 days abundance. And then I got to get off soon because I got to make sure to post my update on my flip earnings or whatever. But yeah, we got it done. So in the following days, we'll be going over all of this as far as our health goals, our relationship goals, money goals, all of that. So stay tuned for that tomorrow. And then in this, we have the daily schedule. And then every day we have a quote. So let's read today's quote. Today's quote is, our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond all measure. And that's by Marianne Wilson. And that is so true. Like, we are sometimes afraid of the power we have. That's why we sometimes have the imposter syndrome. Know that we can do it, knowing that we are great, and it's just like we're afraid to. You ever been like afraid just to tell people one of your accomplishments because you know that, you know, I don't know, it's just like sometimes we're afraid of how powerful we are because I don't know, it's just, you know, you never know the people around you if they're really supporting you, or you just might just be paranoid about it. So yeah, sometimes we have that fear that we are inadequate, but I think we're more afraid sometimes of being successful than we are afraid of failing, because we know what it's like to fail. We've been trying and trying and trying, but sometimes we know what it's like to fail. You know what I mean? So are we really afraid of being successful because you just think about it, like we would have been successful, we weren't afraid of it. So sometimes I think we are afraid of success. So just keep that in mind. Like sometimes we are afraid of our own success, what we can actually accomplish, and we sabotage ourselves because we're just afraid of what people will think of us, or we're afraid of just going the next mile because, you know, we really don't believe in ourselves, and we just don't have that confidence yet because maybe we gave up a little bit too many times. But if you just keep going and you just keep strong and you just keep showing up with that consistency, you'll be on the top of the world. So our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. I don't think that is it either. We're just afraid of all the power that we have, of what we could really accomplish if we really did it. And then there might be some haters along the way. And then what happens if you were actually successful? Yeah, because most people are not successful. So you might be afraid to be amongst, you know, you might be afraid because you won't be amongst those people anymore. You'll be at a higher level, and we don't know what that level looks like yet. So sometimes we're just scared. I don't know about y'all, but that's how it is for me. So yes, just saying. So yes, we have our health goals. We have our daily affirmation. And my daily affirmation today was for, you know, we did day one, which is the Kale app. And my daily affirmation is, I am beautiful, I am high energy, and I am grateful. Despite the lights being out all over the city, despite everything that's going on, I still managed to keep going. And that's really hard to do. Like other days I would have just gave up, but I had to come here because I have a commitment to you all, and I have a commitment to myself. Yes, trigger happy, yes. So, okay, we have our health goals. Walk for 1 hour. I didn't get to that one today, but that's okay. Drink my water. My water bottle's actually at home. I'm not even home yet. But, hey, get dressed. I did that, of course. We have the relationships, so that's self-love goal. My new book, I don't have my book up here, is to read the 10 pages. We need to read 10 pages. Of the book we're reading now is The Science of Getting Rich. So I'll be showing y'all that tomorrow. Journal. I didn't even do my 5-minute journal today, but that's okay. Get a new dress with my boo after work. I did do that. I'm actually going to a fun steakhouse tomorrow with one of my boos, and yeah, I got that. Money goals. You know, I worked from 1 to 5. Oh yeah, why did I cross that out? That must be going crazy. And yeah, so we're going to do it. Ain't we all? Amen. We guys are just taking one step at a time, but that's just so deep how I feel like we're just afraid of our power sometimes. We're afraid of really being successful because we don't want to just like, I don't know, just something that's about it. Because I think a lot more people would get a lot more done if we weren't afraid of what people think, or, you know, if you are around people that's all on the same level or whatever, you might get a little afraid, and that's okay. That's okay. We just do it. We just take one step at a time or whatever. And yeah, don't be afraid of your own power, I think is today's message. Definitely don't. But thank you for watching. I gotta get out of here so I can post my flip update, see how much I made on the flip app. I was scrolling today. I did do a few comments, but you know, the Wi-Fi's been here and there. Of course, I have the data on my phone. Me and you kind of look alike. Okay, good for you, boo. So yeah, that's what's up. So yeah, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video. And farewell, Cottontail. I know a lot of y'all are trying to throw shade. Well, not a lot of y'all, but you know, there's always the trolls in the comments with no life, living in their mom's basement. Thank you, Trigger Happy. I appreciate you. Take care as well. But I do appreciate like the real supporters. Like, I'm really trying to do something out here. I'm really trying to change some lives with this 30 days of abundance. Like, we're trying to get to it. Like, people that's really serious, you already know. I appreciate you, Trigger Happy. And I hope you have a great night. Don't be afraid of your own power. And just remember that. All right, farewell, Cottontail. See you on the next video.